Do you ever feel frazzled by your to-do list?
Want some tips and tricks to reduce your mental load? Keep watching.
Hello, I'm Anne.
And I'm Chloe, and we are Veggie Magnifique, coming to you especially this week from the beautiful south of France.
So today we're talking about productivity.
Productivity is the name of our game, and it probably is for you too, because everyone's very busy. We certainly are with Veggie Magnifique. We've got a lot of projects on our plate, and we're also juggling different jobs and parenthood and everything. So we are at the moment really looking to streamline our time and find tips and tools and actions that we can do to maximize our productivity and decrease that mental load and frazzlement that comes with running your own show, actually.
Yeah. So these are our top 5 tips for productivity.
Tip number 1 is the power hour. So depending on how much time you have in your day, you can have as many power hours as you can stack up. But the idea is to be super laser focused and decide in advance what you're going to do. So have your to-do list set out. When you start your power hour, set a timer. You turn your phone off. You turn any notifications off, any social media, any email tabs. And there's something really powerful about that laser focus.
If you are an entrepreneur, it's really important, we're finding, to actually set a time specifically for working. Because we could work here, we could work anytime. But if you allot a specific time, then you know, okay, this is when I'm working. And then the rest of the time, you're with your children or you're spending time doing something else and you're not thinking about working because you know you've done your power hour. And you can't stand yourself up because otherwise it's stressful.
Yeah.
So our next tip is gamification. We don't know about you, but we really enjoy checking boxes and setting timers for ourselves. So what we do is we do a Pomodoro, which is 25 minutes of solid work, and then we take a 5-minute break. So one task could be several Pomodoros, but you always set a timer so that you're racing against the clock. And also it kind of measures how much time you're spending on a project, which gives you a really good idea how long things take. So we really enjoy these tools of like timing things, checking boxes, and really making it more fun rather than, oh my gosh, I have all this stuff to do. How do we make it measurable? And then afterward, you feel this sense of gratification.
Another huge one is email batching, because I think we all have issues with email. I mean, it's just getting out of control, isn't it? Our email inboxes are more organized now. There was a time when it was just like a real source of frazzlement. But what we do now is we place all of the unanswered emails in a specific folder, and they just kind of like clock up, whatever. And then we plan usually a Pomodoro in the day, so 25 minutes where we set the timer, to bash out email replies. And then there's that gamification aspect again, where it's like, oh, how many emails can I reply to in 25 minutes? And it's just like you're working against the clock, and it just kind of like makes it more fun. And also you're not spending your entire day, or you don't have the impression that you're spending your entire day replying to freaking emails. And another thing about emails, this is a top tip from Tim Ferriss that he mentions in the 4-Hour Work Week, is to only check your email inbox twice a day.
Very difficult.
Very difficult. It's something that we're working on, and we're definitely working towards checking in mid-morning and then kind of towards the end of the day as well.
And plus, when you're batching, you're kind of in the mood of doing that one activity. So if you just answer one email at 5 o'clock, and then later you get another email, and then you answer it, it takes too much time to like wrap your brain around, okay, now I'm going to answer emails. Whereas if you're in a batching mode of like, right now I'm answering emails, and I'm really in that mood, there's less like setup time sort of in your brain.
Yeah.
And you're just...
Those are 2 techniques that you can put into place with your emails to reduce that frazzle load.
Our next tip is setting and ceremony. So when you're going to be really productive, you set the scene and you make it into a ceremony. So for us, that means making matcha. It makes working so much better. We have our matcha, we have our computer, our to-do list, and it's ready to go. We have a clean desk. And it's also good to have a place that you always work at. So then your mind is like, okay, I'm at my working desk to work. I'm not thinking about something else. And so you have the setting and you have the ceremony, whether that's a cup of tea for you, whatever that may be. And you always do that in order to remind yourself it's work time, or also to give yourself that little pleasure of, yes, I'm having a matcha, but I'm working.
Or to send a powerful signal to your children that this is work time.
True.
Mummy's doing work. Mummy's not just like playing around on the computer. Now, a huge thing that we've recently put into place and that we really focus on the blog, and if you followed us for a while, you know we're all about this, is the morning ritual. And we've actually created a whole multimedia toolkit around establishing a powerful morning ritual. And the reason why we've done this is that we've really found that it has an effect on our productivity in addition to our overall joy and delight at being on this planet alive. It gets you into a peak state. It's all of the steps in the morning ritual really prime you for being the best version of yourself, therefore the most creative, the most focused, the most good jujued, the best hydrated, the most awake and alive and joyous version of yourself, so you can then direct that great peak energy towards then your productivity when you move into your day, because you've really optimized your being. It's first thing in the morning. It's all about self-care and making sure that you're filling your cup first in the morning so that you can then move into your tasks from a more like grounded and happier perspective than this like frazzled like, oh, my to-do list kind of place.
It really does prime you. And one part of the morning ritual product is the workbook. And in the workbook is your plan your day worksheet. And that is so helpful. And actually, the morning ritual kind of starts the night before because you plan out your day and then you're so much less frazzled when you go to sleep, and you're so much less frazzled when it's time to work because you know what you need to do. It's already been planned out. You're not thinking about it. A short pencil is better than a long memory kind of thing.
Yes.
My grandma's advice. So we do that, and that really helps us to know it's time to work, and I know exactly what I need to do because I planned my day out the night before. And when you do your morning ritual, that's part of reviewing for the day and getting primed. And Abraham Lincoln says, you know, if I'm going to chop down a tree, give me 3 hours to sharpen the axe. That's totally not verbatim. But basically, preparation is key. Preparation is really important, is priming, right? Setting the scene. You have your productivity list and you're ready to just
knock it out. Those are our 5 tips. We really hope those have been helpful for you. Let us know in the comments below which of these tips resonated with you the most and which ones you are going to be implementing as of tomorrow in your daily ritual to boost your productivity.
And definitely, if you guys have some ideas for things that have helped you to take your productivity to another level, let us know. We are really on a quest to improve our productivity, and as young entrepreneurs, it's not easy. So any light you can shed on our journey would be helpful as well.
Please give us a thumbs up and share this video with anyone who you think might benefit from some productivity tips.
And don't forget to subscribe. It's free.
Yes.
And we will catch you next time on Veggie Magnifique TV.
Bye.
Bye.
Hello, Chloe and Anne again.
You've probably heard about a morning ritual, but you're wondering, how do I even implement that? I have so many things to do. Do I have to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning? What do I do? And we have been confronted with these challenges as well, and we have figured out how to have a powerful morning ritual. And so we really want to share this with you with our new multimedia product.
We've created the perfect toolkit for you, and we're so excited about this product. It's 10 days to a powerful morning ritual by us.